So now we're going to practice putting it all together and solving a couple right triangles. Now what that means is we are going to find all missing sides and angles. In number one, we have two angles and we need to know the third. From geometry, you should know that the three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So the measure of angle B is going to be 180 degrees minus 41 degrees minus 90 degrees. So the measure of angle B is 49 degrees. Now that we know angle B, we should find our other sides. Now I'm going to use 41 as our acute angle of reference. If I'm focusing in on that angle, that means that 11 is our opposite side, and AB is our hypotenuse, and AC is our adjacent. Now when you're solving a right triangle, it's up to you what you look for first or second and which trig ratios you're going to use. So I might look at this in a different way than you do. Well, I'm going to go ahead and look for AB first. So I know that sine of 41 degrees equals my opposite side over my hypotenuse, which is AB. So then solving for AB, AB times sine of 41 degrees equals 11. So then that means that AB equals 11 divided by sine of 41 degrees. Remember to isolate first and solve for your missing side before you plug anything into your calculator. So now I'll plug that into my calculator. 11 divided by sine of 41 is approximately 16.8 degrees. So do not round mid-problem. Get your exact answer and then plug it in to your calculator. So now in order to find that third side, I'm going to go ahead and use the Pythagorean theorem. AC is the square root of 16.8 squared minus 11 squared. So AC, using my calculator, is approximately 12.7. So we have solved this triangle. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2 in this same video. I'm going to look for BC first using the Pythagorean theorem. BC equals the square root of 12 squared minus 4.9 squared. I'll plug that all in as one step into my calculator. BC is approximately 10.95, or rounding to the nearest 10th, BC is approximately 11.0. So now in order to find angle B, I need to do some trig. Now whenever we're looking for an angle, we're going to use inverse trig. So if I'm looking for B, this is my opposite side and this is my hypotenuse. So sine of B is opposite over hypotenuse. So if I'm looking for that angle, the measure of angle B equals sine inverse of 4.9 over 12. I plug that into my calculator. The measure of angle B is approximately 24.1 degrees. So now I can use the triangle sum theorem to find the measure of angle A. Measure of angle A is 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 24.1 degrees. Measure of angle A is approximately 65.9 degrees. Now remember, you could have done this in a different order and we should still get the same answers.